Christmas is a feel-good time for most people, and we sell feel-good stuff.
The comforts of Christmas, trees, ornaments, wreaths. It's Christmas every day at this shop in Virginia, and business has been good way before the holiday season.
It's like a sensory overload to walk in here. We think of it, we don't get any grumpy customers. We get a lot of happy people because you got to be happy when you're around Santa Claus.
Shoppers looking for a little comfort are finding it here, tucked in a corner or wrapped in a bow, taking a break from pandemic pandemonium, if only for the afternoon.
We see a lot of smiles here, and we like that.
A couple in California is putting smiles on young faces, and it's providing comfort all around.
They need so much more and deserve so much better.
Smiles from ear to ear as these little ones hold on tight to their new favorite toy.
For these kids, it means a lot. It's something that's theirs, something that gives them unconditional love.
Charles and Linda Van Kessler, with Passion for Kids, have donated 5,000 stuffed animals this year to kids in orphanages and shelters around the county. More than half of those delivered in the past month. The couple says the kids cling to the stuffed toys, and they become their security blankets.
We just are so craving love and somebody to care about them and play with them. We get on the floor and play with them, and most of the times we end up in tears because it's just so heartbreaking.
Charles Van Kessler says he understands what these children are experiencing. He spent nearly 10 years in an orphanage in Amsterdam during World War II.
I saw my family snatched away by the Nazis, so I ended up in a state-run orphanage for 8 years of abuse, and I ran away, and when I came to America, I immediately decided to create a charity.
The couple says the pandemic has taken a toll on the children. Volunteers have not been able to make their regular visits.
There's one more layer taken away from them.
The couple hopes the stuffed animals will bring them comfort until they can see their little friends again.
Robert De Laurentiis is known as the Peace Pilot, and his flight from the South Pole to the North Pole had one major objective.
The mission of the flight is world peace, and we're connecting the South Pole and the North Pole, the two places on the planet where peace has always existed, and hoping to connect everybody in between.
And Robert knew going in, this adventure carried with it a ton of risk.
In fact, when I left Ushuaia for the South Pole, I had packed up all my personal belongings in the hotel room with my address. I assessed my chances of coming back at about 50%.
And over the course of 26,000 miles, he did encounter several issues.
Some of the problems that we had on the flight included bursting fuel tanks. I was out without GPS, autopilot, and attitude, heading, and reference systems for over 5 hours.
Then, of course, came the pandemic, which forced him to quarantine along the way, eventually extending his trip from 5 months to 9 months.
For every challenge, there was an opportunity, and the pandemic created that for us, because I had about a month and a half just to reflect on what was happening, to really work on my inner process.
Robert says